What's going on, everyone? Mitesh here, and today I finally have for you guys my full review of the Edifier TWS NB true wireless earbuds. These are my first true wireless earbuds with active noise canceling, and they bring it at a price of just $120, which is crazy low considering the other earbuds with this feature cost around $250 minimum. But are these earbuds worth getting? Let's talk about it. Alright, so as always, we start off this review by talking about the case on these earbuds, and the case here is really nice, but really big. So what makes this case really nice is the fact that it's mostly made of metal, and it's got this great boxy design that I personally love. I really wish more gadgets would go back to this boxy type of design. It's just really great. But the one thing that's really bad about this case is the size of it, and that is the real downside of this case, is just the size. It's way, way bigger than most other true wireless earbuds that I've tried, and it's really hard to fit this thing inside of your pockets, and not even just like when you're wearing skinny jeans or tight jeans. It's really hard to fit inside of like just every regular type of pocket you may ever wear. So yeah, that's not great. In the positive column though, this case is super easy and satisfying to open. It also closes with a very sharp click that just sounds great. Something that's not so great is the way that earbuds are held in the case. Instead of magnets, this case uses clips to keep the earbuds in place, and while it works very well in keeping the earbuds in place, it does make removing the earbuds from the case a bit of a pain. You can get used to it, but it's definitely not as effortless as with other earbuds that I've tried. And the last thing I want to mention with this case is how you charge it. It has USB-C on the back, which is great to see, but it doesn't have wireless charging, which was a bit surprising considering just the size of this case. I just kind of figured they would throw it in there, but no wireless charging here. Instead, you just have USB-C, which is, once again, fantastic to see. 2020, everything should have USB-C. But anyways, getting past the case, let's talk about the earbuds, which, like the case, are rather large. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but they do tend to stick quite a bit out of my ear, and yeah, they're definitely going to stick out. If you're wearing these are not the most stealthy earbuds. Everyone is going to know that you have these on. They are in-ear style, and they are still surprisingly comfortable considering the size of them. They also feature wings that help them stay inside of your ear even when you're going out for a run. But the fact that they're so big means that the center of gravity is a little bit out, so if you shake your head, they might fall out. Though honestly, none of this would matter if the earbuds didn't sound good. And I'm here to tell you that they actually sound really good, especially if you're someone who likes bass. These earbuds pack the loudest bass that I've ever heard. But they don't skimp out on the highs or mids either. The highs are crisp, clear, just shy of being harsh, and the mids are really clear too. Honestly, I'm super impressed with the sound quality on these earbuds. They've been great for listening to all types of music and podcasts. And not only do these true wireless earbuds have great sound quality, they also have features like noise canceling and ambient sound mode. So let's talk about those. So like I mentioned in the intro, these are my first pair of true wireless earbuds with noise canceling, and I was pretty skeptical that an earbud Z small would have great noise canceling, but I was wrong. The noise canceling on here is legit. Now, I haven't gotten to test these on a plane due to the current situation, but when I use them with noise canceling on busy streets and near air conditions and things like that, the noise just tends to fade away. It's very, very similar to my much more expensive over-ear Sonys, which have noise canceling. It sounds very close to that. So noise canceling here works much better than I expected it to, and yeah, if you're buying these for noise canceling, they work really well. Now for the ambient sound mode, in my initial impression I said that this was much more natural sounding than most other true wireless earbuds that have a feature like this, and that still holds true, but it does mean that they're not as loud. So other earbuds amplify what the microphones are hearing and pump it into you. These headphones don't do that. They make it sound much more natural. But when you have the ambient sound mode on, it's really hard to hear someone talking to you if they're more than a couple feet away from you. So that part isn't great. I really wish you could control the amount of amplification you get, but there's just no way to do that. Even though Edifier does have an app, the app is actually pretty worthless, and I just wouldn't use it at all. So ambient sound mode is good, just not something I would rely on, especially if you're listening to something already. So yeah, if you have it on, you may be able to hear someone, but if you're listening to music at the same time, it may not work. All right, now those cool features will take a hit on the battery life. So with my normal battery test at 100% volume, without noise canceling or ambient mode on, I got around 9 hours and 51 minutes of playback time, which is crazy. These are the best earbuds I've tried in terms of battery life, and it makes sense. They're huge earbuds, so it makes sense that they would get good battery life. But yeah, they will easily get you through a day, no problem whatsoever. With noise canceling or ambient sound mode on though, the battery life does drop down to 4 hours and 30 minutes. I tried both of them and they both tend to hit the battery about the same amount. So yeah, if you're gonna be taking a domestic flight, noise canceling will be fine, but by the end of it, you will need to charge the earbuds. Alright, and this is a real world test of what the microphones are like. So I'm outside, it's a relatively busy street, you guys can hear the car that's passing by, and yeah, this is what you're going to sound like to people if you're taking calls with these. Now moving on, let's talk about the controls on these earbuds. Each of the earbuds has a button on the top, which is a design that I really like for larger earbuds because they already stick out of your ear, so having that button on top is just really easy to do. However, the real issue with the controls is that the control scheme is just not that good. A single tap on each earbud is for play or pause. Double tap will switch between all the different modes like noise canceling and ambient sound mode. A long press on the right one will go forward and a long press on the left one will go back. That's it. There is no volume control on these earbuds at all, and it just kind of sucks. Like, I want to be able to control volume with my earbuds instead of having to rely on my phone, which, yeah, it's just something that I really wish you could either remap the buttons or something like that so you can inside of the app, but once again, app is pretty useless, so don't even bother. Actually, since we're talking about the app, it did actually recently get an update which lets you control the EQ settings. They have 4 EQ settings built into the app, no custom EQ settings, and I tried switching between them, but I honestly did not find any difference between the 4 EQ settings that they have. So once again, I would just tell you, forget about the app. There is an app, but just don't bother downloading it. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this review. I think these are a solid pair of true wireless earbuds for the sound quality, the active noise cancellation, and the battery life. Where they fall a little short is in terms of the size of the earbuds and the size of the case, not having volume controls in the earbuds, but these are still the cheapest pair of true wireless earbuds with active noise canceling. So it may be a really good option for some of you out there. But with that, that's pretty much it for this video. Like this if you liked it, subscribe if you guys loved it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.